Hello, everybody. This is Marius from Aspen Experience, and today I'm sitting with Matei Lotan. Hi, Matei. How are you today?
Hi, Marius. I'm very good.
Matei is graduating his bachelor's in hotel management with American Hotel Academy in Brașov, Romania. He has done an internship with us in the United States back in 2021, and since then he managed to get food and beverage position on Côte d'Azur in France with Haute Cœur Collection. Matei, before getting into the G1 program and before meeting us, what was your professional life like?
So before I got the opportunity to go to the US, I had probably like 2 jobs prior to that in the F&B department. However, I didn't really understand the concept of actually work because we wanted to do a better job. But when I got in Aspen and I started doing my program, I learned so many things from so many people. Culture was so different, but yet so welcoming. I actually enjoyed working there. It was so funny because I was actually living with the people that I used to work with, and it was amazing because I got to make so many connections, make so many friends, and do so much fun stuff while I was also being able to work, learn, and earn money. So yeah, it was just the American dream. What can I say?
How did you hear about Aspen Experience and the career services that we offer?
Actually, it's a pretty funny story. I don't really want to do any anti-marketing, but first I applied actually with ITN, and the process was quite long. I think I applied in January, and by March they just found me the first in placement, and I was supposed to have interview, and I didn't have that interview. So I was like, hey, I don't really trust these guys. I actually want to go to the US. So I actually called you because there was a friend of mine who also chose your services over the ITN, and it was actually good because in 3 weeks I was already set up ready for the visa interview. So yeah, it was a big difference, I could say.
How would you describe the way our team helped you through the process?
So it was actually very helpful. Any questions that I had, they were answered very precisely and with in the shortest amount of time. I think it was you who was actually the one who was taking care of my process, and it was actually very good because I was kind of nervous for leaving and all the documents that I had to go through. You actually helped me a lot, making it seem way easier than it actually was. But overall, your support was great, guys. Thank you so much.
Tell me about the employer. How did you choose the employer, and how did our team help you through the employer interview process?
You guys gave me a list of hotels from which I can choose. For me, it was either Hawaii or Aspen. I know at that time you didn't really have offers in Hawaii. I heard that now you do, but it was very helpful because you actually put me in contact with people who were actually working there, and I was able to ask for direct feedback from the people. And yeah, it was not that hard of a choice, to be honest.
You did a 12-month internship with Viceroy's Nomads in Colorado. Can you tell us a little bit more about your experience there? Were your expectations met?
My expectations mostly met. However, there were some points in my training program where it was not respected, and to all the guys and the girls who hear this, it was actually a problem for me and one of my best friends who were working there, and we were doing such a good job as bussers that the guys didn't want to move us up because we were doing such a good job as bussers. So this might happen, but after we contacted you, all the problems got solved. We went, you talked with the HR, and it was very pretty since that moment. So yeah, I have no complaints.
Would you mind sharing with us how long did it take for you to recover your initial investment and start saving some money?
If I were to estimate, maybe like 2 months and a half, 3 months. That's max. In 3 months, you make back the money that you spend on the program, and then you can start saving for when you go back.
So you had a good experience in the United States. You worked for 12 months over there. You got back home. You did a 6 months internship in France, and now you just got hired by Hotel Jerome to go back there and do a second internship. in US. Would you say that would have been possible without your prior J1 experience?
Definitely, because if I didn't have my first J1 experience, I wouldn't know that I actually liked to be there so much, so I wouldn't actually want to be there. But in this 1 year when I was there, I developed myself as a person so much. I got to learn so many things. I got matured so much faster than some friends that I have home, just because I had to take care of myself. Like, when you live by yourself and you have to wash your own clothes, you have to go to sleep because you have to wake up to the next morning to go to work. So yeah, it actually helped me a lot, and I think I still need to work on myself, and that helps me get out of my comfort zone while also being in a safe place. So this is the main reason why I choose to do this again. Plus learning is always good.
Matei, tell us a few things about your cultural experience and the traveling that you did in the US. How was that?
Where should I start? So my first trip was around Colorado. I remember I rented a car with two of my friends and we just drove around. We went on the Independence Pass, and it was amazing because it was the first time I saw snow in Aspen. And it was funny because on the Independence Pass there was so much snow and you couldn't go with the car there. And then we were back in Aspen, it was like 15 degrees. I was like, damn. And then remember my first big trip, going to New York, where I was just stunned by everything. The moment that I remember the most is going on Empire State Building and during the night seeing all those lights, and I was like, damn, man, I have to live at least 1 year of my life here, otherwise it's not, I didn't do anything. And overall, it's just the vibe, like, it's you with yourself, maybe two friends, and just seeing the world. What more would you want?
Sure, that's beautiful. That enriches you so much and helps you grow so much and makes you realize how big the world is. Would you have a piece of advice for someone that wants to have the experience that you did and they don't know where to start?
So the first thing about starting is stop saying that you start and just do it. Just like the Nike advertisement. No, just be courageous. It's a hard decision and it's a big commitment from everybody, because it's not that easy as it seems, because you have to be serious about your work. You have to take care of yourself and also be a man of your word for what you do. And this is the most important. But for whoever has the courage to try this, I recommend it 100%. Don't look back, just do it.
Thank you so much, Matei, for this insightful feedback and for the recommendations. It was a pleasure catching up with you, seeing the enthusiasm and the vibe that you have. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you back in Aspen soon.
Thank you for having me, Marius, and I can't wait to see you too.